What if the power went out and didn't come back on for a week? This is my plan for staying sane and creative in a blackout. So I headed over to Home Depot to grab this tool to draw in the dark with. I was just at the house one day and I was thinking, what would I do if I had to draw in the dark? And I thought of these headlamps. I saw them in Home Depot a number of times when I go visit, and I thought they were really cool, and I've been looking for a reason to use them. So here I am just trying to pick out one. They're all roughly about the same price, so I grabbed the 3-pack. That seemed to work the best.
Thank you for shopping at the Home Depot.
So this is the unit I went with. This is the Defiant. This is how it works, is you just put it on your head and you can adjust this little part here to the angle that you would like it to go to. The only thing that I don't like about it is that this little area, this thing right here, it comes out. So this strap comes out very easy. So when I try to put it on like this, a lot of times it'll pop out. This time it worked. That's how it goes on. And the cool part is that you can adjust up or down so that way. So like if I'm working on my sketchbook down here, I don't have to keep the light going down. I could actually have the light going downward like that. Then when I look up, if I need the light to go up, then I could adjust it. So the way it works is you press this red button here, that turns it on full brightness. This is the second brightness down. This is the red. And then there's a blinker. I think this is for like emergencies or something like that. And then you turn it off. So you turn it on full brightness, second brightness, red, and then the blinker. And pretty simple, that's it. And then you could take this strap off, and I guess you could put another strap on. So you just fit the strap through these little loops right here. Here's a shot in my laundry room where the overhead light was completely turned out. The room is dark and I'm just using the headlamp. This is where I'm using the headlamp, but I covered it up with a piece of tape to dim the light a little bit. I found this worked better. And here is the red light. So sitting out here in the dark, and it's a really beautiful night. So sometimes you're out somewhere like this, beautiful night, city night, and you want to capture the moment, but it's just too dark. See, I'm in the car and it's like completely dark. I can't see anything, even though my sketchbook's right here. But thanks to this headlamp, I just popped the light on and voila, there we go. We got light. So now I can just start drawing what I see. Only thing is it's a little too bright. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light down a little bit. That's a little better. And I adjusted. The cool thing is that you could adjust it on your head, so I could have it going up here, but I'm gonna have it going directly down at the sketchbook. And then I could just start drawing. So this is a good example of being in the car at nighttime and being able to just draw without worrying about, oh, there's not enough light, right? It's really freeing to be able to draw wherever you are. Like I'm drawing this city scene and capturing the bridge, and I'm having absolutely no problem. I actually have too much light. Let me try with the red. Now this is really cool. Actually, this works better. So I could see everything and the light is much dimmer. Even though it's red, I could just see a lot better because that was just a little too much light. So I'm gonna switch back to that light. Way too much light. Second level, still too much. This right here is like perfect. This is so relaxing. And it adds a little ambiance. So, you got your headphones on, you got the car stereo playing, and then you have the red light, setting some mood while you're drawing. Oh man, so it's really beautiful out here. I've had so many nights where I've been somewhere and I wanted to draw the scene of how beautiful it is, but you don't have a light. So just pop on your little light, boom, there you go. Now I could just look at my sketchbook and I don't have a problem seeing anything. This light is a little too bright again, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down. This is a lot better, but again, I think I like the red light better, so I'm gonna go red. This actually works perfectly because it's not bright, again, just like it worked perfect in the car. So I thought I was actually gonna like the bright light in the car and out here, but this works even better because it's not so bright. It's not taking away from my experience of being in a night scene in a night area, and I'm still able to draw with no problem. You can actually see really well with the red, and it's not too bright. But when I turn on the bright light, it's like super bright. When I turn on the low, that's a little better, but it's still very bright and it just takes away from the experience. But when I go here, now I'm not disturbing anybody or myself for that matter from the experience of being out here at night. And I could also see my drawing really, really well with no problem. Okay, let's talk about some scenarios where this would actually be practical to use. One scenario would be obviously if you're out and about and you're in your car, you're on a hike, or you're somewhere where you just don't have bright enough light to draw. I've actually been in scenarios like this where I was at an event. Maybe you're at a basketball game, you're sitting up high in the bleachers, you just don't have enough light to draw. I've been in those situations before. So that's one scenario. Another scenario would be you just don't have power. It might be out for a day, it might be out for a week, you never know. When I was younger in kindergarten, they used to always tell us, we used to have food drives where you would collect canned food and we would store the canned food just in case of an earthquake or, store water or things like that. Well, what about an emergency art kit, right? Because again, if you have children especially, right? If you're going through a situation like an earthquake or something like that, your children are going to need something to do. Otherwise, you're going to drive them crazy and they're going to drive you crazy, right? So I have a question for you. What are you going to do to prepare for these types of situations? Whether it's a blackout, what are you going to do to take care of your mental health and your creative health? Leave your ideas down in the comments. I will read and respond to all of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.